Good morning everybody, welcome to my channel Kiss Keto by Keto Kath. I'm Kath and this channel is all about my weight loss journey to lose 56 pounds. I lost 50 pounds last year following a ketogenic lifestyle, and then Christmas hit and I ate things I shouldn't, and then I had again. And I've really struggled this year. I gained from Christmas to end of April, beginning of May, about 30 pounds. Been trying to get really back on track with keto and struggling with the carbs, with being a carb addict and struggling with the carbs, but I feel like I've turned a corner now. So last week's video was all about being accountable, really making myself promises. Just get my coffee. Making myself promises to be accountable, to stay on track. I think I said I'd do 10,000 steps a day, check my ketones, eat from phase 1, weigh and measure food, and what was the other one? Let me just have a look, I've got it written down. No reactive eating and 3 to 4 days extra exercising. And I feel like I've really turned a corner, to be honest with you. I'll give you an update. I've done a daily vlog, so I've done videos. I did not do a video last week because we'd had a long weekend and I did not have a good weekend. I did have a big gain after the weekend. I had family that I haven't seen for a while. My mum made them a massive buffet and they didn't eat any of it. And she sent it all over here. She said, because my mum lives over the road. She's on her own. She's 84. She's not got a big appetite. She'd made this big buffet. Nobody ate anything. She was a little bit down about it, really. So I said, look, send it over here, my family will eat it. And I ate things I shouldn't have done. And it was a long weekend, so there was 4 days of really not being accountable, and I had a big weight gain. And then 1st of June was the Tuesday after the long weekend, and I thought, this can't carry on. I have to start knuckling down. I have to get back into this rhythm of being keto consistently. So not being keto from Monday to Friday, then doing what I want at weekends, you know, and then thinking, oh no, I've blown it. Being consistent being keto consistently 7 days a week, every week of the month and every month of the year. That's my goal and that's my target, and that is what I'm working towards. So 1st of June hit and I thought, right, it's knuckle down time now. I weighed myself and I'd had a big gain, about 4 or 5 pounds. I knew a lot of that was water weight. I knew as soon as I got back on that would go, but I just thought, right, daily vlogging, being accountable, so recording everything I've done. Now watch till the end, because there's a really good recipe for egg white wraps which I got from Cooking Keto with Christy. It's a very, very good recipe. I've found it a lifesaver for having lunches. Sometimes I've had them at dinner. You'll see what I've eaten because I've vlogged a lot of it. I've recorded my exercise. I've basically recorded what I've done over the last 10 days to lose weight. And the reason it's 10 days is because the 1st of June was a Tuesday. I had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so nothing to report last week. So I thought if I just do a whole nother week, put it all in one video, and then you can see what I've done. I have lost weight. I've lost about 4 pounds. I'll put my weigh in at the end. So I'm really pleased with the progress that I've made. So here's my daily vlog. It's Tuesday evening. I said I would make myself go out for some exercise. So I'm just going to go out on the bike, and I've been sitting here for the last half hour going, shall I, shan't I, shall I, shan't I? And I thought, no, I promise I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I have managed to go all day fasting. I've not eaten anything. It's now 7 p.m. at night, so I'm just going to go out, probably have about half an hour bike ride, if I can manage half an hour, because it's been a long time since I've been. And then I shall eat something in the morning, so I'll see you tomorrow. It's Tuesday. I'm doing another 24-hour fast. I fasted yesterday, but just for 24 hours, so it meant I had 1 meal a day. So I ate very late last night. It was about 10:30 actually at night, and I just had a platter of cheese and pickles. What did I have on it? Some cheese cubes. Oh, I had some olives with it as well. Just a cold plate and a bit of cold meat as well, and just ate that very late. So I'm going to try and do a fast today, actually, see if I can get through. I did go out for a cycle last night. I only did about 6.5 miles, but I'm going to try and make myself do something. It's absolutely gorgeous here today, so I'm going to go out for a walk when I finish work this afternoon. See you all later. It's Tuesday evening after dinner. I haven't had anything to eat, but I have cooked for all the family, and I've just come out for a walk in the local park. Probably done about 2 miles at the moment. Hopefully I'll do about 4 by the time I get home. But I'm trying to do a fast day today. So I did 24 hours yesterday. So I'm hoping to do a bit more today. I'll make it to Thursday morning before I eat. So I'm just coming out having a walk. It's really sticky actually. I think we might have a thunderstorm. Very, very muggy. Although there's a nice breeze, it's gone a little bit cooler than it was today. But yeah, it's been a battle. It's been a battle getting out. Look at my hair's a mess. I don't know what's going on at the moment. It's just a battle. Thinking, shall I go, shan't I go? And I've promised myself I will do something every single day. So this is me seeing it through, really, making my commitment for today. Even if it's a short walk, it doesn't really matter. It's just about keeping your body moving, getting that headspace in the right place. I think that's what it really helps with. So that I'm not thinking about food. You know, I've got too much time in an evening, and if I start thinking about it, I know I end up going off plan. So I'm just keeping myself busy. That's the thing about getting out and doing some exercise. It's taking that evening time away where I could be snacking. So hopefully see you tomorrow. It's Thursday, 2nd of June. Or is it 3rd? I don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday today. No, it's not. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, the 2nd of June. So Thursday's a non-work day, so I'm hoping to get out for a bike ride tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. Hi, it's Wednesday morning. I went out for a walk last night, as you can see in the video. I did eat last night. I did a 24-hour fast. I actually ate about 11 p.m. last night. So I did a full 24 hours, then I just had a little bit of homemade chilli actually, and just the chilli sauce. I make it myself so I can control everything that goes in it, so it is really, really low carb. I had a bowl of that and that's it. So today I'm thinking I will go and do the 36-hour fast, so that I don't eat today at all and actually eat in the morning. Because I've done 2 24-hour fasts and I've eaten after the 24 hours. The last 2 days on the trot I've eaten very late at night. So today I'm thinking if I can just get through the evening, I shall eat in the morning. So we shall see. It's Thursday today and I'm hoping, it's a bit cloudy today, but I'm hoping to be able to get out on the bike later. So we shall see. Thursday evening, I did go out for a bike ride. I've just come in from my bike ride. My ketones were 0.9 before I went out. I've not had anything to eat, so I thought it'd be interesting to check them after a bike ride and see what effect exercise has on the ketones. So here goes. Now they were 0.9 a couple of hours ago. .8, which means I must have used some of them up for fuel, which is good because that means my body's burning fat. Let's do my blood sugars. I expect these to have dropped because of the exercise. Oh, that's interesting. They've gone up 6.8. Wonder why that is, because I'm not eating anything. Unless it's cortisol. So, I mean, your blood sugars and everything is affected by, everything is to do with hormones. Whether it's a release of hormones from exercising, who knows? There you go, that was interesting. It's Friday. I'm breaking my fast. I'm going to have my first meal. I've made some egg white wraps, which I'm going to put the recipe at the end. They're an absolute great staple. They're lovely to have with a salad. It gives you something to do with your fingers. Have a wrap, you know, good munch. Great, very portable. So I'm going to put the recipe at the end of this video. They're very low carb, very low fat, and really good protein levels. So they're a really good food to have that you can use, you know, will fit macros really, really well. Rather than breads and stuff with, you know, additives, or even making stuff with flours, you know, there's no flours in it, so it really, they're great. So I'll show you what I'm having for my lunch. So this is my lunch. There's a 60 something grams of ham, half cup of lettuce, just 1 gram of grated carrot, very smart, just 2 cherry tomatoes, a little bit of white onion, about 3 celery sticks which I've sliced, and then these are the egg wraps, and I've put some Hellmann's salad dressing on, all natural ingredients. There are no sweeteners in there whatsoever, that's great. A couple of boiled eggs, which you can see I've got a little bit of eggshell on there, So a couple of boiled eggs, I'm breaking my fast with this. It's a nice light meal, and then I shall have a bottle of sparkling water with it as well. So that's my first meal after the end of my fast. It's Friday afternoon. I had brought my fast at lunchtime and it's a beautiful day. Look at the sky. So I've just come out for a walk. It's about a 3-mile walk, I think. I walk around the block from the house, just a big square, so I just find myself one way and then back. Train's going past and now a bus is coming, so it's a bit of a busy road actually. Beautiful walk, beautiful day. I'm really enjoying it. I'm just sticking to my challenge. I keep moving every day. You've got to do it. You've got to make a change. You know, do nothing and nothing changes. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the traffic to pass. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So I'm making myself move, giving me the motivation to, you know, get out, get my mind in the right place and carry on losing weight. Sorry about the traffic noise. See you later. I'm still out on my walk and I'm just passing this beautiful church. Look at this. It's really, really old. You can tell by some of the graves that are in the graveyard. It's been on the end of the high street for years and years and years. Wasn't it lovely? And it's actually the entrance to the park, which is on part of my walk. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful church. So I've nearly finished my 3 miles now. As you can see here, there's still lots of traffic. It's Friday evening. I did my 3-mile walk. This is my dinner. 2 steaks. I don't know whether I'll eat them all or not. And a couple of boiled eggs to go with it, because I'm on about 14.9 grams of carbs, so I'm having a carb-free dinner just to keep them nice and low. It's Sunday. I didn't record anything yesterday. I didn't feel great yesterday, I'll be honest with you. Didn't eat much. I just picked at little things, all keto, but I just picked all day. I had a really bad stomach yesterday, really sore, very bloated, and I didn't go out for any exercise, even though I promised I'd do it every day. I just didn't feel like it. So I'm just having Sunday brunch, which is bacon on protein bread, which I've made myself with egg whites, pea protein powder, and then cooked it in the oven. So it's very high protein, very low carb, and very low calorie actually. And I've got a piece of bacon, so I'm having a bacon toaster. So see y'all later. It's Monday the 7th, it's 6:15 p.m. I have been working all day. I've just made the evening meal. Not everybody's here, so I didn't want to be in the kitchen all night doing it all in stages, so I've made it and plated it up, and I can all heat it up when they get in. But I want to go out for a bike ride. I've not been great this last weekend. I've not really done any videos or filmed anything because I felt offside, and all I've done is pick, you know, eat little bits. All keto, but not really. Well, I won't be within my macros, I know that. So I'm feeling much better today. So I've decided I'm going to go for a bike ride and just try and push myself a little bit and do a little bit more, you know, than I've done the last couple of rides, just to see if I can keep increasing my distance and, you know, just make myself feel a bit more positive. And also it's like 6:15, I'll probably go to bed in 4 hours. I don't want to be sat munching and thinking about food for the next 4 hours, so it's just another way to keep myself busy. It will probably take me an hour, and then I will sit down and relax, but I'm going to either sit down and read, or I might do a bit of knitting, but I'm just trying to keep myself occupied and keep my mind off food. I'll be honest, today I haven't had a proper meal. I have snacked, I had some nuts, and I've not had nuts for months and months and months. So I've had nuts, very high in fat, very high in protein, but I don't know, probably about 100 grams. So that's got my carb numbers up as well. And all I'm going to have later, I saw this on YouTube and I thought I'd give it a go, is I've dehydrated, you know, like just sliced chicken. Listen to this. Makes like crisps, so I'm going to have that when I get back. Just something to snack on, because I don't feel like a meal at the moment. I really don't. I think I've just been snacking all weekend that I feel really bloated. In fact, I've not weighed myself because I do feel bloated, and if the scale doesn't give me a number that I want to see, I don't want to go off plan. I want to stick with it and keep doing the, you know, eating the protein, keeping the carbs low, keep going, keep moving forward, and keep doing the exercise, and if I have had again, because I feel so bloated, it's just going to demoralise me and demotivate me, and I might do something I regret. So I'm staying off the scale and I'm staying on keto and I'm keeping up the exercise. So that's my check-in for Monday. I'll see you tomorrow. It's Tuesday afternoon. It's actually 2:05. I've not updated my time, but my ketones today registering as 0.7, so I'm still in ketosis. I'll do my bloods. This is my blood sugars. 6.1, between 4 and 7, so that's fine. It's Wednesday, it's 2:30. I've just finished work and I've made myself a little bit of lunch. I'll just show you, it doesn't fall off the plate. I've got some deli meat, some turkey breast on some of that protein bread with a little bit of mayo and an egg, and that's my lunch for today. Last night I went out for a walk. I put my steps in here, but I did loads of steps. I think about 20,000 steps yesterday. Had a 5-mile walk last night. So I'm just making sure that every day I try and do something and keep my body moving. Okay, it's Wednesday, and for dinner tonight I've made what's called chicken Diet Coke, which is just chicken and onion, and I've cooked it in Diet Coke, and the Diet Coke cooks all the way down and it produces this lovely sort of sticky sauce, if you can see it. You know, and there's no calories in it, so I've just put a few flavourings in, a bit of Chinese 5-spice, a bit of garlic and a little bit of chilli, and I'm going to enjoy that. So you can actually use your Diet Cokes. I know you can make like an orange chicken with Diet Fanta, orange flavoured, but there you go, Diet Coke chicken. It's Wednesday evening, it's about 2 hours after dinner. I'm just checking my blood sugars because I've been drinking Diet Coke and I haven't had it for ages, so I'm wondering whether it affects them, but it doesn't look like it does because they're 5.7. So now I'm going to check my ketones and see what they are. As I say, I ate dinner about 2 hours ago. One. So I'm still in a good level of ketosis as well. It's Thursday. It's 2:10 and I'm just having my first meal of the day. I've made myself some more of those egg white wraps, which are just fabulous. I absolutely love them, and I'm going to put the recipe at the end, as I've said. I just filled them with 60 grams of cold chicken breast, a tiny bit of lettuce, not much because actually it's a little bit bitter, this one, it's not a sweet one, and a tiny bit of red onion because red onion's got quite a lot of carbs. So I've got 2 of those for my lunch, and that will really fill me up. Yesterday I didn't do any exercise because I did so many steps. I think I was on my feet all day till 10 o'clock at night, so there was no time to exercise, but also I'd done that many steps. I didn't really need to do anything yesterday, but I am going to go try and get out for a bike ride today. So that's my lunch. Protein wraps made with egg white and protein powder, and I put loads of herbs in them just to give them, you know, a bit of a pizzazz really. So I'm having those for my lunch and I'm going to enjoy them. It's actually 5:24, not 4:24, but there's my ketone levels for today, 0.9, and I had those lovely egg wraps for lunch, so I'm still at a good level of ketosis. And there's my blood sugars, which are fabulous. So they have dropped even more to 4.6, which is a really, really good number. I'm really happy with that. But it does explain something. I'll just switch the camera around. This afternoon, I am really, really struggling with carb cravings. And I think just looking at those figures then, my blood sugars are quite low. So I'm going to have something fatty, and I'm going to have something with a bit of a sweet taste to try and satisfy myself, because I know in the cupboard, in the kitchen, there are about 3 packets of biscuits, custard creams, bourbon creams and wagon wheels. And I know they're there, and I'm really, really craving carbs. So this is a real battle today. And I've been so good all week for about 10 days. I just don't want to spoil it. So I'm going to make myself some pancakes, I think, with 4 eggs, scoop of protein powder. I've got either chocolate or strawberry. I think I'll use strawberry. I've got vanilla, actually. I might do vanilla. And I'm going to top them with some skinny syrups. And although the sugars in the skinny syrups, the sweeteners are not great, I think I need it today to stop myself going bonkers. So that's what I'm going to try and do for dinner tonight. So as you can see, I've had a really good 10 days. I'm really pleased with the effort, with the consistency. That's the thing, it's being consistent. It's if you fail, showing up again the next day with your game face on and not letting that get you down. It's just, my next meal is going to be keto. This day is going to be keto. So I've put a lot of thought into why I've been doing the reactive eating, why at the weekend before I started really knuckling down did I go off plan. And a lot of it is, when I have a drink at weekend, I like a glass of whiskey, to be honest with you. I top it up with lemonade and make it into a really long drink, and I probably have about 2 of those, very rarely 3, but only a little small shot. But I do find it inhibits my determination to stay on track, and I make bad choices. I really do make bad choices when I've had a drink. So I sat down and I thought, why am I doing this? When am I going off plan? And it's always when I've had an alcoholic drink, always. Because my determination is there when I'm during the day. Most of the time, I'm really determined. And if I get that, I really want something, I can fight it. When I've had a drink, I can't. I just give in. So I've decided just to cut the alcohol out. I'm not having a drink because I want to do this. I want to get back that 30 pound that I've gained off and get to my goal this year. That's my target by the end of this year, to be at goal. So please follow me and see, how my journey is going, how I progress. So I've given up alcohol for the time being, and I think that is really going to help me. I know when you drink alcohol, your body burns that as a priority for fuel. So you won't be burning ketones, you won't be burning fat, you'll be burning the alcohol because it sees it as a poison. So it tries to get rid of it first, and then you go back into ketosis. But it's the decisions you make when you've had a drink. So I'm being alcohol free this month, next month as well, and for as long as it takes for me to get to my goal, really. So yes, I've done really well. I've done the steps every day. I've done additional exercise, been going out on the bike, haven't weighed and measured everything because I have been doing phase 1. So I have stuck to basic foods, meat and vegetables, and had that for all my meals. And the egg protein wraps are just egg whites and a little bit of protein powder, so they're not too far off that basic phase 1. That's about the only thing that isn't phase 1 is the protein powder. And I've just stuck to, I've really cut out a lot of the dairy. I've not had a lot of cheese. I've not been adding cream to things. So I have stuck to real basic foods, but it's worked. I'll put my weigh in here. This is what I weighed this morning. So at the beginning of this, I was 13 stone. So I have lost a couple of pounds this week. In the last 10 days, just sticking to the basics, and I just want that scale to keep going down. It's got to keep going down. As long as I stick to this, you can see I'm in ketosis, so as long as I don't eat more than I need, then my body's got to take the fat and burn that for the fuel to make up the difference. So that I know I'm in ketosis. You don't need to measure your ketones as long as you don't eat carbs. You're in ketosis. But what I do want to do is make sure that I'm not overeating. I'm not having too many calories, so my body doesn't need to burn my fat. So I'm just going to do what I'm doing. I'm going to repeat that for next week, all along the same lines, and keep moving forward. Keep losing weight. So, check in with me next week, see how I've gone on. I'm really pleased with the last 10 days. I really feel like I've turned a corner, and I feel more in control than I have done at any part of this year, to be honest with you, so far. So I just need to be consistent and hopefully the scale will then follow, because the science works with keto diet. Good luck if you're dieting this week. Stay till the end now, because I'm going to put the recipe in for the egg white wraps, which they are really useful. And you don't really taste the wrap, but it is nice to have finger food. It's nice to do something. It's nice to, like you could use them for enchiladas, you can use them for sandwiches if you're going out. It's something, you can make a big box of salad and put them in, and it's nice to be able to do. I like doing things with my hands. I like eating with my fingers and feeling and tasting my food as well. So I've really enjoyed them. They've been a godsend, and I've got some in the fridge now from making more yesterday. So stay for the recipe, enjoy that. Good luck if you're dieting this week, and I shall see you next week for check-in. Bye. It's Friday, and as I mentioned in the video, I am going to make these egg white wraps. So in here I've got 3 egg whites. In here I've got 2 tablespoons. It's actually unflavoured protein. The recipe calls for egg protein powder, but it's not easy to get older stuff like that in the UK, so unless I sent for some off Amazon, which would take days, I do have some plain unflavoured pea protein which I was able to buy in the shop, so I've used 2 tablespoons of that because again it's unflavoured. And then in here, 1/8 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of each garlic powder and onion powder. And first of all I'm going to whisk the egg whites and just get a little bit of froth in them. This is not a case of whisking until the stiff peaks. We're not making meringue. We just want some froth. And then I'm going to sprinkle in the protein powder, whisk that in. And then add in the xanthan gum, the flavourings, the salt. And that's it, and then we'll transfer to a non-stick pan and we'll cook them. I've got a non-stick pan here. Now I believe they should just cook and come away when they're ready. So they're supposed to make 3. I'm not quite sure whether it'll make 3 or not. Let's have a look. So that was 1. More. I'm just going to spread that around. And leave it to cook. Let's see what happens. I believe if it sticks, it's not ready, and if it comes away easily, it's ready to turn. So it's sort of halfway through, I think, at the moment. Let's try a bit longer. Yeah, it's come away. We'll turn it over. Looks pretty good, actually. Right, I reckon that one's done. There we have it. It's made 3. I've done 1 a lot bigger than the others. That was my first one. So that I've got 3 altogether, and I've just logged it into a chronometer, and the macros are absolutely brilliant. I think it's 165 calories. 165 calories, 33.6 grams of protein, 1.8 grams of carbs and 1.9 grams of fat for all 3 of them.